Yo! Welcome in, you legends. Woo! So I gotta fill this up with MF charms, am I right? We gotta take care of that, but most other stuff is set up. Boy, lazy fill, all this stuff over here. Lazy fill. That bleep hole needs to take care of this stuff. Where's this stuff at, do you think? Here? Probably, huh? But welcome in, Eagles fan first in, and then we got Mahoney, Noel, Yukon, Timeless Pete, Brandon, what's going on, EJ, Loafing TN, Loafing Tennessee. What's going on, Dragon? Yo, Drag and Dragon. One of the two, Dragon. What's going on, KC, Lon, Bear, Daniel, what's up? Welcome in. Okay, so where are these at? Looks like some of them are right here. The best ones. Quick send these over. And then there were some more in there. We'll see what's up, because I have no skillers for this guy. What's going on, John Doggy? What's going on? Gold Magic Find. What's up, Tab, I guess? Sorry on the pronunciation there. I'm not sure. With the letters and the numbers and stuff kind of confuse me sometimes, but welcome in. I don't know. I guess I'll just throw whatever I got over there, huh? Yeah, that doesn't really help. Oh, I don't have a Gajeeds over here. I wonder why I don't have a Gajeeds. Physical immune. I couldn't bust up physical immunes, huh? But we're not going to worry about that right now. Gold Magic Find. Yo! Thank you for the Slayer ship. Appreciate you re-up with the Slayer ship. Wicked Ball, welcome in. What's going on? Swiss Gamer. Hurt Locker. Oh my gosh. Appreciate y'all joining me right off the bat here. Appreciate you. So I got to get a Gajeeds for sure. I thought I had... Do I have extras around, I wonder? I'm not sure. Type 1, what's going on? No such thing as too early. But Eagles fan, thank you for the 17 months. Go. Let's go! Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. 3 minutes is a perfect amount of time. I guess I don't have as many Gajeeds as I thought I did. I thought I had 100 of them. But maybe they were just so bad I was like throwing them out. I guess we'll just take this. I think that's the one I just grabbed. Huh, thought I had more. Well, anyways. Wait, I don't want to put that there, you idiot. What are you doing, Phil? Put that right there. First Thunder find. Congrats, Brandon. Let's see if I got any other small charms around, because I'll need 3 or 4 more, it looks like here. And I did just throw in like random all res and stuff because I don't really have a ton yet. Let's just double check down here. I don't know that I really have caster charms. Let's see what I got here. I hate watching, only 7 likes. I know, right? I didn't even know I had that 5 all res charm chilling over here. But we'll grab that, I guess. We'll just throw some charms over here to kind of like fill up space. I mean, maybe we'll just whatever, you know. I think I might have one spot. Well, we'll look. Just shopped a pair of 320s. Congrats on that, Peter. Oh yeah. Run 95. Got my first ever Shaco out of a random dead body at LK. Ooh. Never hit poppables. What are you doing? Just kidding. I'm back and forth on them because sometimes it depends. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, so I think I got everything here. We got Torch, which is red because I'm a high enough level. Annie, I am level 70 exactly, so we're fine there. 62, we can use that. And then all these different MF charms that I've found so far. I can't use this yet because I have to be level 80. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm falling at the moment. I just threw this on for a little all res. I needed some FCR, I think, maybe. I don't remember exactly why. Because of cold damage. Technically, you get some cold damage from the Hurricane. Life and mana after kill, so it is a thing. So, yeah. Going back through old videos. When I cut him down, I look like the luckiest man in the game. I know, right? Yeah, but when you watch me stream, then you know. I mean, most people, I don't know about most people. I would hope that a lot of people would know that when I'm like, you know, I put in the title how many hours I play for, you know what I mean? When I'm like, you know, 18 hours of you know, that's what I find in like a week. What do we have this set on, actually? I wanted to do maybe players, not 8. That's why I was like, why is this taking so long? I'm only level 70 with not the perfect gear because I don't have any skills or anything yet, but like, yeah, look at the experience jump up off this random carver pack. Not like jump, I guess, maybe an overstatement, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Great choice as a class. Yeah, I want to try something a little different. We could get that as soon as that torch comes into effect. Ooh, it's gonna be sick. We are gonna end up the stream today with a TZ Andy as well, so if you can't stick around, at least hop back at 4:30 for that. Having a cold Sunny on a Blizzard so cool. And now says Brendan. Yeah, being able to go everywhere, it is a thing, you know. It's different than the game used to be for sure. Yeah, and so I know it's gonna come already. So do relax. I'm not a perfect Wind Druid player, and also I am only level 70 at the moment, so I don't have perfect gear yet. I don't have a single skiller yet, so. Uh-oh, did I get Merc? Did I get gear on the Merc? Nope, Merc's just chilling naked over here. He's just naked. We'll have to figure that out, huh? Whoops, good job, Field. On the Mana Stain up pretty good considering I have no insight over there, which I would probably plan on having. I feel like the way the mana's not doing too bad behind me, so maybe I could go something crazy. Anyone ever do anything crazy on the Wind Druid? And by crazy, I don't mean that crazy, but like Act 5 Merc or something. Okay. We're almost up a level already. That's what's one cool thing about, and a lot of people overlook that. Like when you're this low a level, you get out here in like a place where you're taking out carvers and like these little dark stalkers. Like look at I almost gained an entire level already, just in the pits. Does the music seem really quiet relative to the gameplay? Let me double check something. I mean, everything looks fine, so I don't know. A few yeses and a few goods. Let me just lower this ever so slightly over here, like that. I think that's a little better, maybe. Either way, it's just kind of opinion, you know, like it's hard to tell exactly, but. Best in slot Fury Druid build guide? Maybe. I usually when I do build guides, 90% of the time they are when I'm playing that build. But sometimes I'll do them out of order or whatever you want to call it. You know, I'll just randomly do one. It's hard to remember. Like, I haven't played a Fury Druid in probably 2 or 3 years, so you know it's hard to. I'd have to go research it up and stuff. You know what I mean? Make sure I'm not forget. Pretty much, I'll throw it all together, and then I'll be like, "What am I forgetting?" Because I might forget stuff. I want to look here real quick, just in case it's something weird. $4,300 life on your Abyss Lock's too much? I mean, too much? I don't think you can actually have too much. It might be an unnecessary amount. So maybe it depends what everything else is, I guess. What else are you planning on doing with the points rather than getting more life? You know, that's kind of the thing. Like, it all depends if you want to be one of those max blocks, like slave type of people, or if you just like generic, put the points in vitality, call it a day. I would say for the most part, you probably just have some people that are, first of all, if you're hearing it in YouTube comments or something that's wrong, just disregard those people completely. And yeah, just don't argue with those people, because they know everything. So yeah. Teulin? Boy, my pronunciation struggling on that one. Do forgive me. But yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Boom. Type 1, yeah. The NATO's going off in random directions. Yeah, I hate when you're like facing this way and you shoot them this way and they go 40 or 90 degrees to the right. They're like this. And you're like, what was that? Ugh, crazy. Kevin, welcome in from Lansing. I have heard of that before. Welcome in. What comes for D2R at BlizzCon? I mean, I wouldn't get my hopes up crazy high, T-Bone. But no, I do not. See, Dante aiming for 125 FCR and the last bit for FHR. The life is a byproduct of obsession. Yeah, if you're just accidentally getting that much life, like, what are you supposed to do about it? I wouldn't worry about it. Saying it's too much life is like nonsensical. It's unnecessary to attempt to get that much life, but if you have it, it's not a problem. Yeah, that's kind of like when you know, people would say that you have too much magic find or something. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm on player's 8 difficulty, and my resistances are capped. I'm at the FCR breakpoint. Like, what else am I don't know. I'm one-shotting every monster. Like, what do you mean it's a problem? I have 480 magic find. Like, I think it's fine. You know. But yeah, I'd say at most, maybe you could look at what they're saying and if it actually makes sense, sure. But if it's not, just like, just roll your eyes and go on with your life, you know. Easier said than done, of course, sometimes. Oh, I forgot the battle order, didn't I? Did I not? Oh, I thought I had way more life than that last time. Oh, I probably did. I still didn't put any gear on my Merc here. All right, I'm gonna get this next level. I'm gonna get another level here. I'm gonna go get the Merc gear because I'm gonna go like 8 runs in a row of just forgetting to put gear on Mercenary if I don't go do it right here. Every run I'm gonna be like, oh, I forgot again. My Merc leveled up just as I'm gonna level up, taking out like 3 more monsters. All right, let's go get Merc gear. I think she had Infinity, maybe Jackson's Merc gear? I'm not sure. Merc's a Giga Chad. You don't need no stinking gear, right? We'll just go with this. I haven't made a Fortitude or nothing yet, so we're still gonna go with a semi... Oh, I guess I have Hysteria here, and I can't use this Insight, though. That's what the problem was. I don't have a lower level Insight, I believe. Do I have an insight poleaxe somewhere? Doomiverse, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Daniel P, what's going on? Let's check out Runeward bases. I don't have just a Runeward mule. I thought I did. I think there's like 2 Runewards over here. It's like a stealth and like a smoke and a cure helm. Ooh, we could throw on cure helm. Finally got 2 Thunder Charms, double axe handle. Congrats on that one. Let's check out Galbax. Well, very standard maybe. His Merc is just absolutely toast. So maybe there's an insight over here that's a lower level. Oh yeah, I could use that. Maybe. I do like that ethereal Gladbane Vamp Gaze setup. It is very cute, but we'll go like Andy's Hysteria or something. If you don't one-shot cheesy bail on P8, you have too much magic find. Ain't that the truth? Never mind, he's not going to use that. Hysteria? I forgot how high a level that requires, I suppose. Rip. Alright, I guess we'll go get that Vamp Gaze, I guess, huh? For now. Whoops. Yeah, Daniel, I did discover this. I seen your comment late, but that is an accurate statement. That is an accurate statement. And Darl's Visage, not low enough level. Daniel said you got your first Gajid's Gadran charm on the playthrough off Mephisto Legendary. And do you shake on this build over Hellwarden? Okay. Dante, so I don't know what exactly you said. You're playing a Warlock. I don't know what kind of build you're playing, I guess. So it's going to depend what build you're playing. If you're strictly caster, you kind of don't need cannot be frozen. If you're like like this, I'm not running and I'm casting, so I don't really need cannot be frozen because casting spells is unaffected by, you know, only if you're attacking and running, you can get away with not having it. Sometimes I'll throw it on casters anyways, just for like, you know, sometimes you do take steps and, you know, but yeah. Oh, beautiful start to the day. Not the literal first run, but pretty close. Ooh, I was hoping that was like a skill or something too, but the beautiful Emerald. Ooh, yeah. Legendary Lem. Haha. So yeah, Dante, so you're saying you could go with a burr instead. So I would say, what I would say is, there's going to be nothing wrong with you sticking a Cham in this Chico. In the Shaco. Chaco. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, because I mean, what I would do is, usually I would just stick a Topaz in it. But if you really want to have Cannot Be Frozen, Chams are no big deal to you. There's nothing wrong with slamming that in there. That way, like, slamming the Cham in there, and then you can use another SOJ, I guess, to get another plus skill, I suppose, if that's what you really want to get. Yeah, all I can say is, like, what I would do, and I would probably just plug in a topaz and not worry about the cannot be frozen. I missed what build you were, but either way, if you're strictly casting, it's not going to matter. But it's up to you. I don't tell people that what they want to do with their builds is wrong or whatever, or what they think is the best. I try to just give people the what will happen if they do this and that, and then they can decide what they want to do. Okay. So not perfect, but still nice with the all res and life on a small charm right after that Lem rune. So considering what I have in my inventory right now too is usable. Definitely good. Not perfect, but good. Make a coven with 3 NATO? Maybe one day. But yeah, people, I am on single player here, so I have to find all of this stuff, just an FYI, so. I would have to find a 3 to NATO pelt to use for the rune word, so it's not always as easy as, you know, you just go on JSP and put your credit card number and you got it, you know what I mean? Maybe one day. Yeah, like a 3 NATO, 3 to like the bear, 3 to hurricane. Slap coven in it. Ooh. Jason Williams, good afternoon. Am I telling you that grief on a Blizzsork is not best in slot? I'm not. Nope, I'm not telling you that. I don't believe in best in slot, to be honest. The whole notion of that, to be straight up. Best in slot is a term invented by dweebs that wanted to tell everybody that they were wrong and to prove how right they were. I mean, I can. There is some instances where it is, but yeah. Yeah, Ithrune, legendary. Daniel said you've not seen a single all-res charm. You've been playing for like a month. Depends how many monsters you're slaying in hell difficulty, man. Those resistances are struggling. I gotta get my I mean, in the pits it don't really matter, but when this comes online, that'll help. Of course. I mean, maybe we'll just pull out the 3. Throw this down here. Let me. Raced, welcome in. 20 minutes in, this is some streamer luck. I mean, finding a 4 all-res small charm and a Lem rune is the craziest thing in the world. Of course, I'm running the pits too, so the most giga chattest place. Stay away from these, I'll tell you what. Stay away from those. Oh, I didn't realize I had 4 skills somehow. Where did these all come from? I guess we'll just go here to get our damage up. Are you gone, lady? Jeez. Keep accidentally turning off the items that we're showing. Respec at 70 because of the torch? I could, but I don't feel like it. Or 75, you said. Sounds too min-maxy for my liking. I think I'll just keep going. If there was some reason I was struggling on survivability or something, I would, you know, try to go for it, but it's not a big deal to me. Viper Magi 20. Oh, not too good. Not too good. Tholas, welcome in. Daniel said you're about plus 30 res in hell currently. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I do have I have gear that's way better than, like, my level of character would suggest right now, so. Because I transferred this gear over from other characters, now that I'm out here farming, so. Obviously, I have, like, Enigma and Heart of the Oak and stuff, and so, yeah. Superiors Wakagaya. You're gonna go for the 95%. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have to have Clep on a Guardian Angel for that. There's probably other ways, but I can't think of them. There's a few things that have added max res on them, but I would think the only logical way to do that would be Guardian Angel to get them all up to as high as you can if you really wanted to. Smarten up, welcome in. It's going okay. Hopefully you're doing good. Grim Skithy, nice. Blasphemous Compendium. You know what the good thing about me pronouncing everything wrong is that when I say things, you don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong on purpose or an accident. Not that I'm second guessing how to pronounce compendium or anything. Compendium. Nope. Why not? Ogre? That might be wrong or right. I'm not sure. No, Gajits is actually how you pronounce that for real, though. I don't know if you knew that or not. Little known fact. Vamp gloves as well yesterday. Vamp gloves. I'm not sure what vamp gloves are. Like Dracula's Grasp? Or are you talking about, like... Must be Dracula's Grasp, huh? But, Dracs are cool. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was like, what's a glove that has to do with vampires? It's gotta be Dracula's Grasp, right? Figured that all out on my own. Genius Phil here. I told you I was smarty pants. You guys didn't believe I was a smarty pants, but my mommy always told me I was, and now I proved it. Did a few tears of Andy's today. Got a lightning Sunday. Okay. Nice. That's how you listed off how it rolled. So you had an insane roll on it too, it sounds like, or a good one anyways. Congratulations. Maybe. 6-socketed Hydra bow. Yeah. You find not like an insane amount of those, but we'll get some kind of superior before I can make anything out of it, I'm sure. Or I make a Breath of the Dying. Make a silence bow or something. I don't know. I guess I should. I do that with all the rune word bases. I throw them out and go, oh, I'm gonna find something better real quick. And then and it's like 2 years later and I don't have anything better. I do that all the time. T-Bone, I did not know that. I didn't know why they pronounced it that way. I just knew that they did. Maybe. At 75 yet? 74. One more level, Torch becomes activated. Man. I am freaking tired for some reason. I might have to go make some coffee here in a minute. Started a new Holy Grail and Reign of the Warlock. And you started with a throw barb. Ooh, yeah, I would not recommend that, but say you regret it. Yeah, throw barb with no good throwing weapons is rough. Because your options are like shop gear from vendors. You know? You obviously can't go make some simple to make rune word from the Countess or something, you know? Let's see. Oh, I need to be 82 or something to use Erectus Mesh, don't I? Yeah. Still got 72 life belt like a boss. Could go get something else, but I mean, in like an hour, I'm going to be high enough level to use it, so. Hell Act 4 Chaos is a brick wall, Matt says there. Because you started with a throw barb. Gotcha. Yeah, I've never done... I never did a solo throw barb playthrough before. I've never been that guy. Probably should check that, even though it's not superior or nothing. I gotta remember early on here, I need a... Almost stuck that in the... Need to make sure I double check these rune word bases. Real quick. Yeah. 4-socketed, I can make like a passion in it or something, but crafted stuff. Yeah, I mean, I suppose. People always go to that, but I don't know if people realize how hard it is to farm up specifically perfect rubies on a playthrough. I don't know how many specifically perfect rubies people get. Like, you're gonna go get flawlesses and go spam farm whatchamacallits, shrines or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's an option. I know there's things you can do, but this is just players 3. This is players 3. Yeah, I don't have any skillers or nothing. I haven't found any yet, so You said you're windy struggling. It's pretty basic. You just put all of your points over here pretty much. Nothing here. I know it's behind chat a little bit, but you just 1 point where I got 1 point here. And then you just put all the points into these skills here. And with no gear, you can, like, your tornadoes essentially almost one-shot like the regular white monsters. I do have the other gear on my character is really good, though. Am I not hitting this guy? What's going on here? I do have really good gear besides not having any skillers, so. No skillers this season? Yeah, I think I only, during the season when I was playing, I only played for like a week, but I think I only had 1 skiller drop or whatever. Maybe it was like 2 weeks, actually. I think I had 1 or 2 skillers total drop. Takes a long time. Oh, Bulba! Thank you so much for the $5 dono!
Did my first Annie run this weekend offline. Used a budget smite pally lol. Annie rolled crappy but still though.
Yeah, for getting an Annie no matter what's good. Congratulations on that one, Bulba! Ooh. Oh, I didn't stop at the thingamabob. Let's just go to town real quick and take care of it. I always forget stuff like this. Little... We'll call it a silent space. Pally combat, gotcha. You put 40 life, that's an L. Gotcha. Yeah, that's crazy. Congratulations on that one. Yeah. Marty up a minute ago saying 1/3 amount of likes compared to the number of viewers. Get him, Marty. That's a good point. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button for me on YouTube. Twitch, don't worry about it. YouTube, hit it. Yeah, Selb, I definitely do that as well. You say, Selb says he cannot help himself. Must reroll Grand Charms. Has to pick up every flawless. I as well do that, so... But yeah, I don't get that many skillers. I mean, you do get some skillers that way, but... You definitely do. Guess it depends how many gems you're finding. Like I said, I only did it for like a week or two, so. And obviously the first week of ladder, you're not like slaying demons as fast because your gear stinks. So it's one of those, what's the word that comes to mind for that? Self-fulfilling, I don't know what the word for it is. But when you have better gear, you'll slay monsters faster. That makes you find better gear faster, you know what I mean? If you have worse gear, you find better gear slower because you have worse gear. So it's, you know, like... They, you know what you get what I am saying, man. You know what I'm saying. A self-perpetuating cycle or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, so snowballing would be like, yeah, the way, the layman's way of saying it. I'm trying to think of the smarty pants way to say it. They compound effectiveness or something. You get it. Ister higher. Gifted subs if happens before 2:30. I'll see what I can do. I'll try harder now, Daniel. Gotta remember I have all these different things to re-up here. Unique ring before then. I should just go do Nightmare Andy real quick. I'll probably want to get my Ho-To out. Should have been more Pacific. Transitive? Maybe. I thought transitive Transitory was like the opposite of the things being connected. I thought that meant it didn't connect and continue. I only ever hear that word in reference to inflation. No, it's transitory, meaning it'll not stay, like it'll go away. I don't know. They always want it to be transitory, but it never is. Transitory inflation for the last 15 years. Thanks. Mage, yeah. Compound effect, aka snowball effect. Yeah, see? I wanted the smarty pants. Compound sounds way more smarty pants than snowballing, am I right? It's just true. If you just blurt out an item's name, you gotta have more context there to reference why you just yelled out the item name. Is some random rune word base that you're gonna tell me is worth 30 high runes or something? Defos, congrats on the Vex rune. Run 105, Hellmouth Gauntlets. Interesting. Okay. I missed where you're running there, Gold Magic Find, but congrats either way. Hellmouth was one that I remember people using way back in the day on Boazons for some reason. I would assume the random fire proc things, but I don't know exactly why. But just a random blue mythic sword could be cruel of evisceration. I mean, I suppose. Yeah, that's a bit much for me though. I mean, ooh, Great Maul. This could be cruel of evisceration and ethereal. Let's go. If it was, I'd be real mad. Like, why would you do that to me? What level am I now? Oh yeah, so the torch kicked in. Invincibility. Yeah, Gold Magic Find the Firestorm and Meteor on striking. Exactly, that's... I'm thinking like 2002. The summer of 2002 probably would be my guess. Is the time period I'm thinking of. Attack rating 2 to life. Let's go. Sure, we'll take out that one more monster. Mages, circle it. Rosira said I was born in 02? What? I don't know if that's possible, yeah. I call that fake news. That means you're only like 24. When I look at my analytics, there's no way you're the one person that's under the age of 30 that watches my videos. There's no way. And actually, it's kind of crazy when I look at my analytics. It probably surprises you, but for some reason, just on my videos, it's actually like 85% of the people that watch my videos are actually women. I kind of seen that the other day on my analytics, which is crazy. I never would have suspected that, but yeah, it's actually like 85% women. You wouldn't think that I don't think they really like the Diablo 2, but I don't know why exactly they're watching for, but isn't that crazy? Yeah, little known fact. Is bald, I know, right? Probably. If I was guessing, it was for those times when I'm like, just stretching real quick. Oh yeah, much better. Just had to stretch real quick. Six poison damage. Let's go. Right. That's kind of a good one. Chester says, they're hoping I find another Templar Smite. Rip my shirt off again. Women don't like D2. Yeah, there's a couple of them. There's a couple. Yeah, 85% women watch my channel. Isn't that crazy? True story. Razira says 9/11 was before you were born. I guess it's kind of crazy. I would feel like if you weren't born for 9/11 though, you wouldn't think it was crazy that you weren't born for 9/11 though. So that makes me think that you're making it up. That makes me think you're being a jokester. What are these again? Scalper. No way to prove it though. It's not really that big a deal, but. Could you, Marty? I don't know. You'll have to try it sometime. Let me know. Let me know if that works. Razira saying your dad introduced you. All right, yeah, kind of makes sense. There's been a few people like that for sure. Daniel says, but do they hit the like button? They probably do. Some wise guy says he played with a girl he was dating and they got to like Act 3 of normal and she said she liked it except for the fighting stuff. Yeah, that's like when I tried to get my daughter to play it. And she would just run around in town pretending like she was shopping for like shoes and stuff. She'd go to the vendors and like, oh, I'm buying new shoes and new gloves and oh, I need to buy a new coat. And she'd be like, buy armor and pretend like it was a coat, you know, like. I'm like, oh my gosh, like you can't even get girls to stop acting like this. Oh, jeez. Raziris, yeah, BT Neanderthal. Yeah, he was younger than I thought he was when he, yeah, he was a lot younger. I think he's not younger than you. He's older than you are. Because BT Neanderthal now would be like 30, I feel. I did a podcast with him. And yeah, at the time he was like 24. And I'm like, what? And it was kind of the same thing you said. His dad got him into, or he like originally heard of the game from his dad or something like that, I thought. But what happened to him? I mean, he probably had to, you know, everyone's got to pay bills and stuff. You know, he decided to go a different route or whatever than all in on content creator. So, you know, is what it is. I don't really know. I'm just speculating here, by the way. This is not, you know, I don't actually know, but I would assume that he works a job where he probably works hours and, you know, you just got to decide what you're doing with your time, you know? Okay. All right. Good old Dracul's Grasp. We were talking about that earlier. Great one for them Samitas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How is this one rolled? Let me double check here. I don't know exactly how these all roll here. 13 is strength. I already got a few different pairs of them, so I'm not going to hang on to these ones. I already have some good ones, so. Viv. The Failcast is BT. Legendary. From a minute ago. Yeah, it is interesting. Marty says there he talking about BT that he had that offline single player mod that he kind of like did or whatever, and then I guess apparently he I don't know how to what extent, but was involved or asked about stuff or in on a little bit of whatever with Reign of the Warlock, which is interesting that somebody who doesn't like stream or make videos or anything like that anymore. But I mean, you know, good for him, you know. Good for him, for sure, yeah. I could do P5 now. Yeah, but I feel like there's not really a lot of motivation to do Players 5. No drop chance relative to extra life, blah, 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 you know. It's just kind of my go-to, my no-brain, like, great poleaxe. I could just make another insight just so I have another one around if I, you know. They're cheap enough, you know, might as well have more than one around. 17 med, that's why this build's working so good right now. You know, if I didn't have a 17 med meditation aura, this build would probably suck right now. You guys knew that. I'm obviously kidding, by the way. Interesting. So I wish they were 2 to martial arts, but 1 to martial arts. They got the fire res, mana leech. Interesting. I don't know too much about martial art builds, to be straight up, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, logic would dictate when you kick, you leech, right? And you usually need to get mana leech somewhere. I need to, that's one build that I've not done enough. I haven't really played hardly at all. A little bit of messing around once in a while. Hope had a great weekend. Appreciate you, Captain Cooper. Appreciate you. Through SOJs the other day. So that clip I did wasn't from the other day. That was just a clip from the past or whatever. But yeah, that clip was actually from like a few years ago that I just made a short of. But yeah. Throw that over here. Was it Ral Tier Tal Soul? Why don't we just do it right now? Why not? Let's see how the meditation rolls, and if it rolls anything under 17, we'll just try to see it. Ral Tier Tal Soul. That is what it is, right? Yeah. Ral Tier Tal Soul. No, I'm joking. Sometimes people act like if you have anything under 17 med, it's just like throw it in the trash. Kind of a joke I do now, because people act so ridiculous about it sometimes. Why don't you Hell it out then. Hell it out. Oh, I see what you're saying. Zap it out. No, I was just kidding. I was being a big jokester prankster. Just because people act like if you don't have 17 med on a insight, it's like you can even tell. They're like 15 meditation. Garbage. How can you even play that build? Unusable. I wish I could just like hack into someone's account that was like that and just like swap their 17 med off for a 16 meditation one, and then they'll never know the difference. And too funny. Grand Charm, okay. Elemental Skiller, well, a lot of attack rating, but I don't care too much about that. Ooh, nope. I think I don't want those for boa gloves. We might have to do a shopping thing this time. Maybe I'll actually shop for. Actually, I have 220 Java gloves, so I don't need to do that. But if I ever do boa, I'll just shop for them. Gotcha again. Haha. Hey. Very fine line between lying and joking. Very, very fine. Have I ever gotten a good rare jewel? I mean, it depends on your definition of good. For your purposes, probably not. What you probably would determine as good, no. So in general, for stuff like higher end game, it's always going to be like the blue ones usually are the best. From what I heard, not my expertise, that rare jewels can be better, are the best ones you can get for like mid and low level dueling. Not my expertise, but I heard it. So take that for what you will. I like, probably the best rare jewels I've ever gotten are ones to stick in like Andaro's Visage. Where I've gotten ones that are like 30 to fire res, and then you can get 3 other things to roll on them. So it'll be like 30 to fire res, like 8 to strength, like 11 magic find, and like 11 to life or something, you know, like. So it's like a little bit better than a Ral Rune. Sticking a Ral Rune in your Andaro's Visage. So. I missed. There we go. I forget where to put the points. Oh yeah, never mind. I remember now. On the Wind Druid. Generally what I do for my remaining points after I get all the damage ones capped out here is I think I usually put the other ones into Direwolf, because then that gives you 15%. It's kind of behind me, but well, you don't need to see it. Trust me, Direwolf gives a 15% life synergy for the Grizzly, so it just makes him more of a beast. And I mean, technically, I could just, might as well summon up some more stuff, huh? Why not? The only thing is it takes 9 years to summon things up, so... I think my battle orders ran out. Stinking stone skin. You bum. Ooh, Ogriax. I almost didn't see it. That'd have been a disaster. That could have been the one. The one. Gotten a Vex, several mauls, no pulls from the Countess. That's unfortunate. See, look, I was getting a little behind here. Let me scroll up a little bit here. If I respec, I'll have 3k life. Just saying, says Daniels. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a lot of work, though. I don't know if you ever thought about that. Congrats, Bisiro, on all that stuff the other day. Cham, couple lows and a jaw. And that's in one day. I mean, even if that was in 7 hours, that's still, like, incredibly good, so. Eldritch Skiller, worth anything? I mean, worth a little bit, but I can't tell you exactly how much. Is it worth an Istrun? Is it worth the Vex? Is it worth, you know, an Ohm? I don't know. Not great at valuing. Probably want to go like this and actually use this. Look at, I don't need to respec. Look at this. Over 3K already. All right. All right. I need all this strength anyways. Big buff druid. We ripped out here, jeez. Ah, I didn't have my armor up for whatever reason. That's why. Trying some key runs. Okay. Trying to get some torches, Captain. Good luck. Hopefully you get them keys mega doubly fastly. Outer Set Plains of Despair. Yeah, I think there's all garbage terror zones today too, so that's cool for me. I can just kind of chill out, do the pits like I want to, instead of feeling pressured into doing these zones I don't want to do because they're what they are. Got a Zod from Outer Step today. No, 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 I ain't doing that. No, no, no. Barthemus, I'm not sure on the reference there. What's a full drooler? It sounds like an insult, but I can't really tell. I think so. Pretty sure that's a... sounds like a mouth breather or something. Oh, you're saying about me just like chilling out and playing the pits. Like I'm like, No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant that as a good thing. I like being able to relax when I'm playing video games and not have to stress about like hopping to some dumb area that has like, you know, cursed, extra fast, extra strong, spectral hit, multi-shot, random BS that, you know, then I have to pay more attention. It's really annoying. But I will do TZ Andy later. It's hard to, it's almost impossible to pass on something that's literally 10 times better than everything else. At that point, you just gotta suck it up and do things you don't want to do. It's like the pros outweigh the cons at that point, I guess. At some point, everyone's got a price. Everyone's a meta slave at some point. Got nothing from TZ Andy last night, unfortunate, Captain. Happens to everybody sometimes. Started offline Sork, reverted in hell from Orb Hydra to Blizzard. Yeah, Paul, Blizzard's kind of the way to go anyways. So you'll be all right. If you're max Blizzard, you'll be golden. Oh, all right. Let's see. What level are we again? 77. How many Mortal Erect is Mesh? 80. So just a couple. 2.5. 2.5. All right. Maybe we will just go ahead. This is an easy respec after all. Oh, yeah. So tired. Woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning. Should not have done that. After I didn't get sleep till like 1. Baby Phil needs more than 7 hours of sleep. That's for sure. Or 5 hours of sleep, I mean. So yeah, it's an easy respec, so I'm just going to do it. You finally talked me into it. We're going to go exact, too. We're at exactly that many points. I forget how much max life this bumps up to. And I would assume it does. The Oak Sage helps out your summons as well, right? Like, the Oak Sage max life, but boosts up the bear's life as well, correct? Anyone know that one for sure? Like, for sure? I would assume it does, but, like... Yeah, I assumed it did, so everyone's like, yeah. I just want to make sure it wasn't one of those things that you think, but, like, it makes sense like it should, and then it ends up not being the case, you know? It's not one of those questions that come up in my brain very often. It's probably only like the next level on the Oak Sage is probably only like 5% per level or something, isn't it? Decide if I'm gonna do Oak Sage points or Dire Wolf points for this bear synergy. I was thinking maybe even because these Spirit Wolves are cold damage, maybe bumping them up so I get more of another non-physical type of damage type. Not that it's very much, but unless you like really get them up there with everything maxed out. I need to do my Corpse Explosion Summon Necro here, or Summon Druid here again pretty soon. Blows everybody's minds. Points into Warmth? That would help, yeah. Do I use the loot filter? You know what? I completely forgot about loot filter. So this one time, usually people say that, and I'm like, I'm using it right now, and it's blocking out exactly what I want to. But I'm going to be honest, I completely forgot about it. I don't remember garbage out? T. I guess the letter T. What is garbage? What did I do here? So just the bear. Okay, well. What is this one? So it's the same. I'm not sure why I did this, but I might have to look at that later. But yeah, there we go. That's the way I want it. Yeah, I forgot. I just forgot about it, to be honest. It is always funny that... never mind. I was just going to be a negative Nancy, but I decided not to. Is each cat level its own zone? So no, that's what's crazy about some of the zones, the way that they're designed for the so Chester over on Twitch asking about the herald spawning zones. If the catacombs, each level is its own herald spawning zone. Yeah, that's one where the entire area is one gigantic herald farming zone, just ginormous herald spawning zone. So yeah. Yeah, the way the herald spawn zones work, actually, though, like, it sounds worse than it kind of sort of is, actually. So the catacombs is actually a really good spot to get heralds if you're already at the tier 5 level. Because if you look at that graph, the way the heralds spawn, you have a chance to spawn a herald. It's only like 10% zone clearing or something like that. And it's more gradual, but you have a chance from way earlier on. It's a really bad zone if you are just running that one zone to get one herald when it's terrorized. So yeah. But the thing is would anyone ever skip TZ Andy to go run heralds there? Like, I mean, I guess if you did it, I mean, I guess if you were at tier 5 heralds, and I mean, I don't even know. I think nobody would probably. You would just say, like, okay, I'm going to redo my herald running after this half hour, and you just spam it over and over again because it's so good, right? That's what I think, so. Just use the TZ to run Andy. I would, yes. I don't know if that's what everyone else does, but I would, yeah. And I do, yeah. The only argument for not is if, like I said, if you're online and you never know what zone's coming, like, in the next half hour or whatever, you know, so... If you're running, you're up to tier 5, and you don't want to spam farm, and you're just like, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not spam farming. I'm doing this, so I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, Because actually, if you're strictly going for the tier 5 Herald and you're at that point, it would actually be a good area. Oh, I forgot it was over there. Whoops. Zig, welcome in. Online totem. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, I didn't see you asking the guy. 4 oak socketed with 99 of life. Is that good? Come on. That's got to be a joke, right? A jeweler's monarch of the whale is worth like many Hyrule, so I'm assuming you're kidding. Yeah, you never know. Someone could get lucky. Says he got it on ladder. So, yeah, so I don't know exactly, but it's not like... It's probably worth a lot, yes. Like a lot. Usually they want deflecting on the shields, but I mean, I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. So don't quote me on this. I know that usually the armors you want, but I feel like a 4-socketed monarch with 100 of life was still something that would be worth something, but maybe not. Maybe not. Because those items are for almost exclusively PvP, and that's not really my realm of expertise, so. Carl says 50 life is max. Is that on a shield you're suggesting? I really don't feel like looking it up, so. I know you can get, you know, like, 100 whatever on armors and stuff, but I don't know about shields. Uh-oh. What do you want, kid? Cheese and crackers, both of them? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna make dinner in an hour. A little bit. Are you gonna just get the usual? Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. That's fine. Well, anyways. Daniel says 50 or 60 on a shield is actually the max, you say? Oh, okay. I misremembered then. If that's the case. I didn't remember that. Like I said, not my realm of expertise, so... Yeah, maybe now that you mention it, maybe I do remember that. The name of the previous song. They do actually have names, but so all the songs I have, they're the last song was called Paradigm. I need to set up a dealio. Oh, let me look right over here. So it's 5% max life for everything. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll put them in here, I guess. I don't usually do that before, but I think I'll do it. I need more life. When does a bear ever die anyways? Paradigm by Jacob Lizito. Yeah. Mom! Yo! Welcome in. That is Phil's actual mom, too. That's a true story. Hope you're having a good day. I'm just working hard, as usual. Talking about that Monarch earlier, Rasira saying, yeah, it's not worth anything. Just drop it in the game, but let me know what the game is. But yeah, it does sound accurate, though, now that somebody mentions it, that I think Shields max has a lower max life than armors do. But I don't know why I think that to be true. Oh well. Allegedly, Daniel. Allegedly. No, like I was telling you guys earlier, I have like 85% female viewership on my streams and stuff, so. They're just like a silent, a vast majority, but they're just more silent, you know. It is known. For serious, that could not be true. No, no, no. I was like, what are these people talking about? Yeah. Anyone who doesn't know, I was just joking earlier, saying that 85% of I checked my analytics on my YouTube videos, and it's actually 85% of my viewership is from, or actually from females. Shockingly enough. But I'm gonna spoil this for some people. I was kidding. It was a joke. G-Stacks.
Thanks for the best 5 years a mod can ever hope for. Now give me my gum.
No gum. But thank you for the 60 months of Slayership. Oh. Your membership's off to first grade. They grow up so fast. Is that Godly Dome for sure? I don't know what you mean by for what if it's for sure. I don't know what you mean by that. But I'm gonna say yes. No gum, what a scam. You didn't read the fine print on the contract you signed. Down at the bottom it said, I can give you gum at my discretion. I can withhold gum at any time. Due to conduct detrimental to the stream. And you do a lot of conduct detrimental to the stream, that's for sure. Yeah, Devil Dog. I know what a dome is. I know you're referring to my head, which I don't have any hair on. But I still don't understand what is my dome for sure. I don't know what that means. And I don't know. It's probably gonna be some weird comment, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where you're going with this. No kindergarten or what? Already went to kindergarten. Test it out. Kid with G-Stacks channel membership was so smart they tested out of kindergarten. Isn't that crazy? What would you have to do to test out of kindergarten, I wonder? This kid added 2 + 2 better than any kid I've ever seen. This kid's rendition of Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round is out of this world. Move him up to first. He didn't pee his pants a single time in the first week of school. Move him up to first grade. Oh man. Oh yeah, so Devil Dog saying the bald dome. That's why I got the high percentage of women viewership. I just thought maybe I just described the game in a great way that, you know, women enjoyed, and they just enjoy the gameplay and stuff. That's kind of what I figured. That's what I figured. Daniel, I don't know what that last word is there. I've never seen that word before. Of why your kid's skipping first and second grade. Ammon Rune. A learning class. Interesting. Well, good for your kiddo anyways. Skipping grades. I don't know about, and I mean not that this in unsolicited advice. Skipping grades is kind of, I feel like it can be really tough for a kid. I don't know if it's necessarily great, but you know, everyone does what's best for their children, you know, in their own situation. 78. $92 here feels like 110. Says Wicked Ball. Yeah, we got a hundo in here. Actually, I think it's 90 in Michigan right now, but in the next couple of days, yeah, we got 100 degree days coming up here too. Yeah, yeah. The world's on fire all of a sudden. I can't imagine what happened. But yeah, either way, it is very hot. And it's gonna get hotter and hotter and hotter, yeah. Yep. Where in Michigan? Sort of around Detroit. I don't go into too much detail. I don't want people showing up in my house and stuff, so. That's as close as I go. Kind of around Detroit. Crystalline Passage. I should go do that. So I can have gloams and stuff. Send them to the lake. Yeah, I think we are going to a lake around here. We're going to some water in a few days. I forget when exactly. We got a lot of stuff going on, unfortunately. Like stuff that's weird or whatever, but oh, what? Devil Dog. Legendary coming in with tier 1 sub for 6 months in advance. That's always crazy to me when people, not crazy, but like, that's huge when people do that. Appreciate you. It's very kind, very generous of you for supporting the stream for 6 months in advance. You Giga Legend. Ooh, appreciate you. North Windsor, yeah, that's one way to put it. Detroit Metro is huge. Yeah. Well, I don't really want people to know where I live. That's kind of where I'm at. Pets. We'll just go with pet for short. Working on a build, a budget Fury Druid for Ubers on single player. Got really lucky with a Vex. Death or over obedience. Boy, budget Fury Druid. I'm not well versed on budget Fury Druids for the Uber farming. I would say most likely you're going to be fine with either one, with death or obedience, as long like proc fade, have life tap. You got crushing blow on obedience or whatever and whatnot, and you can get, you know, gore riders, get open wounds somewhere and stuff, max out your resistances, and you should kind of be fine. Like as long as you got the crushing blow and open wounds and you got life tap, you're probably pretty much going to be fine. But yeah, I mean, death is probably better, but like he said, he doesn't have an ethereal decapitator. He hasn't been able to get one, find one, so he's trying to ask if he should wait, kind of, sort of, it sounds like. Damon Smith, you're from around Detroit. Ooh. We were watching for a while before you found out I was from around here. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, it comes up. I don't like hide them from Michigan or around this area or whatever. But yeah, don't go into too much detail. Boy, the craziest thing, any alpha that were from Michigan, back when D2R first launched. This is gonna mean nothing to anyone who's not from Michigan, but Chuck the Freak was in here like semi-regularly, and he like became a member at one point, like a channel member. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And it was like legitimately him. He's like a super well-known radio host from around here, if anybody was, you know, just for the short of like who he is or whatever. You know, when it's like when you listen to somebody like Dave and Chuck the Freak, between him and Mike, the number of hours I probably listen to those people, 70 quadrillion. Oh, yes. Yeah, was that 80? I'm not sure if that was level 79 or 80, but either way, 7 MFer. Let's go. Does it even make sense to run Trav for high runes? Does it make sense to run it for high runes? I mean, kind of, but like, I don't think the rune drops will be better when terrorized. Like you said, it's slower. But I mean, you can find, I guess you could technically then find a Zod from there. So, but I don't know if you'll find more high runes. But you could find things like a Griffin's Eye could pop off, or a D-Web, or like I said, you could get up to Zod with a high level Terror Zone. So, probably gonna be up to you. Yeah, this is offline single player there, King Bran. Free beer and hot wings. I don't listen to that. I've heard of it, but I don't know. That doesn't play in my area. For some reason, I've heard of it. I don't remember exactly why, but at least facial hair still grows. Oh yeah. 79. Almost to 80. John Simo, welcome in. The Lions released Terry on Arnold. Yeah. I don't know the legalese of the contract, but the only thing is I would want them to wait to make sure it's the best time to do it, contract-wise. But yeah, he's gonna get like, he's essentially, it sounds like it's guaranteed he's getting like life in prison. So he's not gonna get life in prison, but he's gonna get years in prison. So as long as they're not just doing this to look like they're the best people in the room, like, look how upstanding citizens we are. We released him the very first second that we knew that it was. No, release him, like, just come out and be like, yo, he's not going to be on the team, but we're going to wait to release him when it's the best contract opportunity for us, so we have the least amount of dead money this season or something like that, you know. But yeah. Because didn't they do that with somebody else? They cut him and released him, and then somebody else signed him like the next year. Like somebody signed him like a few months later after we cut him because of like whatever he did. I forget exactly what player it was, but 2 sockets is not enough sockets. But yeah, Terrion Arnold ruined his life being a high draft pick. I feel like I had heard he was doing a new contract. I thought this was only his second year. Like last year was Terrion Arnold's rookie year. This was he was going into his second season. So you said he got released. Here's an article. Sorry, I know this is not the most interesting. How about I look it up on the screen and we'll just look at it. Not everyone's an NFL fan, but yeah. I'm sorry if this, you know, people don't like it or whatever. But let's look up. I'm gonna look it up here and pull it up on the screen. Someone said he just got released. The article I just seen 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago. There's nothing. The newest one is from 2 hours ago. I don't see him being released though. It says Terran Arnold's, released. When you said released, I thought you meant released from the team. He's released on bond. I thought you meant released from the team, like they cut him. That's what I thought you meant. Oh, that was my fault. That was my fault. Oh, it did say team? Okay, well, there's no news about it, so I guess he's the only one that's reporting it. They didn't get nothing out yet, so he'll be confined to his home with leave to practice and play for the Lions if Arnold held without bail. Huh. Okay. Well, you said chef. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah. Sometimes if you get more specific with the question. Well, AI says Terry and Arnold was released by the Lions, so it must be true. Must be true. So, yes, the Lions released him. According to Yahoo News Singapore. The Yahoo News Singapore. But it's AI, so it's got to be true. It's just weird that... Who is this? Detroit Lions Twitter. Lions announced today that they have released Terry and Arnold. 8 p.m. Why is it 8 p.m.? What is my time zone set at? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Can you trust anything you read on the internet? I'm not sure. But anyways. Is this because I got 6 months? So you got the SP because you're a new member next to your name. I don't know about all them emblems next to it. I assumed you just typed those in. The trash can and the exclamation thing and the clock. That's like part of your name. So like you must have typed that stuff in like Webdings or something. John said you got Shefty alerts. Yeah, makes sense. It's just weird that when you search for it, it wouldn't pop up with the most obvious thing to look up, which would be Shefty's tweet. You know what I mean? Instead, it pulls up Yahoo News Singapore, and then it's the Detroit Lions account. I mean, it was the official Detroit Lions Twitter account, but like, well, was that even the official one? It was, right? But you can't even tell. It has the gold check mark, which means it's the official one, right? Who knows with Twitter anymore, dude? Who even knows? I forget which check marks you can buy and which ones you can't. So, ask Jeeves. Ooh, I should. Would Jeeves ever lie to me? Joshua, welcome in. So, John, yeah, I know you're saying it just happened a few minutes ago, but like I have the Score app with alerts on my phone. Like, do you think that the Score app also has alerts for do you think somebody who works for the Score app, this multi-million-dollar corporation, also follows Schefter's Twitter? Like, I'm not saying you're wrong or lying or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, I would expect them to have it. So I'm not saying you're wrong or that it didn't happen. But it's probably just going to be in like 2 more minutes and I'll get the notification or something. It's okay. It's all right. No issue or anything, you know? God. It's weird that my fantasy football chat didn't say anything about it. Because obviously everybody has notifications for everything and, you know, everybody tries to look how cool they are by saying they're the first ones to find out, oh, the Lions did this, you know, so I'm surprised my fantasy football chat didn't say anything if it happened or whatever. You would hope they did? Yeah, I know, right? You'd think. You'd think they would. Have a good one, Captain Cooper. Peace out. You got to take off. Sounds good. Have a good day. Hopefully Tyrell's might pop in here in a second. Dang. Okay, I'm just going to go back to the stash. I keep forgetting. I talk so much and I get distracted. Easy Andy coming up on single player. Oh, I forgot what time flies when you're slaying demons. Time flies. Forgot that was coming up in a second here. 4 magic find. 4 magic find. 3 all res. We'll get rid of that one. Who needs stinking all res, am I right? We need 7 magic find. How much do I got? You know what? Oh yeah, I didn't look at my FCR because I wasn't to 80 yet. I was just gonna wait. Because I think if I throw on Erectus Mesh, I think I'm under the FCR breakpoint currently. But I think if I throw on the Erectus Mesh, I'll be at it. But I'll have to double check when we get there. I didn't even pay attention, to be straight up. Those lightning ghosts, yeah, Gloams and Souls, stay away from those suckers. Hard pass. That's what one of these has those in there, so I stay away from those. Enigma or Tellus? Yeah, I have Enigma, yep. So I played through the game, and once I got through the game, I transferred gear over, and now I get out here and start slaying. Bring back messenger pigeons. I mean, they still have them. You could get yourself one if you wanted to. They are technically still allowed. So, speaking of old-timey things that don't exist anymore, at my daughter's dance recital the other day, part of like, so it's like a much older kids. They're essentially like adults, you know, like juniors, seniors, high school, not, you know, but so as part of their dance, like they had like props and stuff, and they had tables that were like work desks almost, and they had like corded, they had like old school, I guess it was set up like old school, like an old school desk. So it had a corded telephone, and I'm like, there's no way they found, and there was like 15 of these desks, like they were all in an office, was like the setting for this dance skit or whatever. I'm like, there's no way they found that many corded telephones in 2026. And then we're like looking closer, and you could see they carved the telephone part out of like, there were like wood blocks that they like roughly carved into the shape of a telephone. And then the cord was like, you know how they have those for kids' shoes, they have those curly laces? The cord was like those curly shoelaces. Like when you looked like really close. I think that's what the cord was anyways. But 100p, the phone wasn't even real phone. I'm like, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, there's no way they found that many like corded phones from like the 90s. There's no way. Miss rotary phones? Yeah. Legendary. I don't know if it's still there. We always had one on the wall of our garage when I was growing up. Mama Phil, if in here.
Thank you for the content. I watch all of it.
Oh, Double Dog, thank you for $10 in 1,000 bits. You slayer. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Came through with that 6 months of membership and then that right after. Appreciate you for the generosity. Crazy. Ooh, speaking of, someone asked about rare jewels later. Here's a good one. No. Some stuff on it though. Appreciate you. Do I really have to make 6 posts to give you... What? You don't have to. It's funny. Appreciate you though for the 1,000 bits. Barthma says, I was wondering if I missed some druid solo self-found high rune farming. You did not. No, no, no. Boy, can I just get to... I want to get to level 80 before Andy pops up, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing Andy here with this druid. I was hoping that these guys would, I could just spam them and the level would come in no time. But then it didn't go as fast as I meant to, but you missed the legendary, oh, I did find a Lemrune earlier, yes, this is true. What? Daniel, that's, only reason I'm gonna say this is strange, because when I mentioned that the phone's like that, my wife said the same thing. I think it was my wife. You remember those clear phones? I was like, why did you specifically bring up those clear phones? I didn't. I wonder how fast a Wind Druid works on TZ Andy. What do you guys think? You think it works any good?
Sweet T42, let's go. You gotta tell me how you get that dome so clean.
I shave my head with a razor blade. That's how. I get in the shower, I put soap on it, I shave it. Dancing MC Hammer, everybody. Appreciate you for the 100 bits. Probably insta-kill. Probably. Okay. I was trying to get this level. I thought this would be a couple runs. We'll get the 80 here. I could have just done another pit run or two, but I thought this would be faster, and now it's appearing to be roughly the same speed, so. Don't care about gold find? Those Mac computers you're talking about had the different colored computers, but you could see inside of them? Yeah, that was legendary back in the day, huh? Legendary. One more run, right? We were waiting around for that guy. As fast as a spider can clear cows. Yeah, this is true, huh? What happened to Printer Friday? I've just been busy. Every Friday I got, like, last Friday was my daughter's recital. Sorry, bros. I ain't doing Printer Friday. The other Friday was something else, you know.
The one I can never figure out is Natalia. Just one video of how to would be fantastic.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Play set characters. I've never used full Natalia's on a I've never used that full set before, so I guess I can't fully help you out. But thanks for the 100 bits. It did cross my mind to, like, try to put together what would actually be the best build to work for, but I haven't really, not something I ever really look into. Like, I'd have to look into it for the video and stuff, so it's not out of the question. It is an okay video idea. Let's go try a normal Players 3 Andy with this first, and then I'll go from there and decide what I want to do. One day, please. No promises, but yeah, I can do that probably. Maybe. Not the worst video idea. Thank you for another 100 bits, by the way. Appreciate ya. Oop, where are we going here? Boy, one eternity later. Oh my gosh. Oh, hopefully it's just not over here. Okay, it is. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to see. That is not what I wanted to see one bit. Andy has a goated physical res, apparently. Just a goated physical res. All right. I gotta do this super quick.
Can you play some rock music? I love the hard rock, baby.
I got a little bit playing there for you. We got that rocking for you. Thank you for another 100 bits. Can you not hear the music going? It's hitting. It's hitting. Fire skillers. FCR, where is it? Why am I blind? Oh, it's way up here. 70. So just a spirit shield. Okay. You swear that your windy did more damage back in the day? Maybe they made everything harder. Dope. So I think dope there, you're saying that you want a buff patch? For melee stuff, huh? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people would probably agree with that, huh? Whatever. I ain't gonna sit here and, like, look super close to see what, So we'll just go do this. The rings, I don't know what I did with the rings. Figure it out in a second. We got 1 minute. I gotta get going here. Full towels is easy. Just throw it on there, call it a day, you know. Let's do this for now. Why'd I grab the druid torch? That one very smart. Boots. I think I'm just gonna throw any random boots on. Sure. Rings. Sure. Sure. No, this is not perfectly min-maxed. Don't worry about it. What do I want to do with the other ones here? Meteor, firebolt, firebolt, fireball. I guess it's fine. I don't have. Good enough. What else did I want to put those into? I don't remember. Oh, this is a super bad map too. Because I have a crazy good. It's such a hard decision because I have such a good Mephisto map, and this Andaro map is such dog doo-doo. You farming Countess? I always just do P1 personally. But technically you do get slightly more keys on the higher players count. Sometimes it scares me. I don't remember where my infinity is on this account. Did I make infinity? I think I did. You'd think it'd be on my sorceress here. Did I not make one? Yet? I don't remember. Player 7 or 8 for this? I mean, I could. For the thing is, if you get 6 items every time, that's all that matters. And even on players 3, you get almost 6 items every time. I could bump it up and whatever, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like the max item drops almost every time, even at players 3. So. You want me to turn it up a tad, the music? I don't know. 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 I I mean, I could. It is obviously like opinion based upon, you know, each person, but I never want to have it too loud, but I do want to, you know, I don't know. That time it dropped 5 items instead of 6, but...
Whoop, 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 whoop to 30 months of SLA-ership. Thanks for everything you do for the entire community, and keep slaying at sweet_.
Thank you so much, Nate, for the 30 months of Slayership. Appreciate you.
Could you give us like a little more rock and roll? Like 5 to 10%. Just a little. You deserve the theme music.
Thank you for another 100 bits.
With it.
Is that what everybody wants? Does everybody want the music a little louder, or y'all think it's fine? Because I do appreciate the 100 bits, but yeah, just because one, you know, one person wants it louder, I'm not necessarily just going to bump it up. Could have done the cryptic X in the cube. Yeah, but that's not really... I mean, I could have made an insight out of it or something, but it's not like a huge deal at this point, so... Kind of a smattering of it could be a tad louder too, it's fine. Yeah, I guess it comes down to if you like it or not. Cases races, appreciate you. You know what, Biv, I'm not sure if that's the right link or not. Is that the right link to the new guy, or do I still have the old guy on the bot? I gotta remember that. Close. Let me double check this. Yeah, it's I forgot to change the bot to the new guy that I have the music from. The link at the bottom of the description is the new guy, but I forgot to change it on the bot. Noob Phil strikes again. Only 4 items. We are going pretty blasting fast here, so. I think we'll be all right. Even though I don't have max skillers and all this different kind of shenanigans. Demon crossbow, because that's gut siphon. Oh, that's first gut siphon actually. Sometimes there's those items that are a little bit more rare than they, you know, than they are good, but I feel like gut siphons is one of those. This Sork 91. The real music link, yeah, pretty shit. I got to get on that because yeah, this guy's stuff I think is a little bit better. Devil Dog says we rock. Yeah. But I don't want to like disenfranchise everybody who doesn't listen to absolutely blasting death metal, blow out your ears death metal, right? Good old statue. Surprised that was the first statue, to be honest. Everyone's got at least one MF Sork in their character list. Yeah, I almost want to play through with another character just to have a dedicated MF Sork. Or at least I'll have 2. I could have one with the... Because the Mephisto map on this Sork is... Like, this is a garbage Andaro map for single player, you know? Like, when you can reroll and get a good map. It's garbage. But my Mephisto map is the best possible map you can get. Sleep Theory cover bye. I did not. Did not. Bang said he set up a smiter to take out the colossal ancients easy. Yeah, I mean, is it any different than like a regular Uber smiter? I haven't. I'm like it is so uninteresting of a gameplay concept to me that I just haven't even ever looked into it, to be honest. Chukonu. That's the demon machine. When you need one, you need one. When you need it, right? But yeah, not the most insane, but some pop goes rock BS. I mean, it's not always terrible. I got a couple of those on my, you know, thumbs up playlist or whatever. Memphis May Fire does a cool version of Bruno Mars. I forget the name of the song. I think it's Bruno Mars. The one where he's like, I'll jump on a grenade for, you know, jump on a grenade for ya. You know that one? Memphis May Fire does a cool version of that song. And then Silverstein does a cool version of that. Too late to apologize. It's too late. Yeah, Varthmus says, this is a very bad Endaro map. I know. I know. I should just take a couple of days and get another sword played through. Since TZ, Andy, and Meph are so, like, OP for blasting out Grailers, you know? Like the rarest ones. Even though it's only a half hour at a time now. Finally got an LK map in hell and got a gnarly double camp map. Good. Glad you got a... Hopefully it's a good one, close to the waypoint. All that good stuff. Too late for singing lessons. I'm not a singer, no. I can do like a little bit of the tone. You can tell what song I'm singing, so. Wasn't trying to be expert singer guy. Man, Merc got ripped again. Getting ripped out so fast. Ooh. Mythic sword. I'm not going to keep that anyways, though, but the good old BK set. I slapped that on a whirlwind bar, but it actually didn't work too bad. The two swords for whirl. Did I do partial Immortal Kings with the dual BK swords and something else? I did a different partial set too. I forget exactly what it was. Was it maybe to get attack rating? So it was the amulet in the ring. I can't remember what it is now, but you guys know what it is. Angelics, there you go. Yeah. Exactly. Nevermore covered Sound of Silence. I have not heard that one, but yeah, I mean, Disturbed did that a while back, and it was pretty wicked, so. Sol Rune, legendary.
All right.
Oh!
Do something nice for the woman that supports the man we all love. Here is a little. We do love the work you do.
Another 1,000 bits, my dude. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the generosity. Appreciate you. Devil Dog, you. Doomblood, ooh. Appreciate you. Biff hits it with the let's go. I was thinking let's go. Whoops. Okay. I was thinking how I can't click on anything also. Fallout covering Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire. I have never heard that before. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fallout Boy, huh? Dominic says, hope everyone is doing well. Same to you, same to you. I should try it out player 7. Get one of those nasty high rune, like better chance of the high rune drops off the monsters around. Next run of 29 Maras. Ooh. I think I have a perfect Maras already on a different character on single player here, I'm pretty sure. No Maras, you fibber. Fibber McFibstein. Barthmas saying blank spaces, asking Alexandria does a good version. I mean, somehow that song actually works for that kind of stuff. Because obviously, oh no, it's slipping the name of the band that got themselves popular because of remaking that song. It is they're from Michigan. I can't remember the name of the band now. Who originally remade that Blank Spaces Taylor Swift song to get popular? I prevail. There you go. Lig, welcome in. Doing a good day? Having a good day? Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy enough. A guy I know was actually their producer, and it like made him kind of famous too. Not like famous to like regular people, like he can walk around and no one knows who he is, but like he works with other artists that you would like know or whatever. Huge. We got a facet. Ooh, a lot of this stuff could be interesting. No room, ethereal, doesn't matter anyways. So we've got, first of all, ring, no good. Massive enhanced damage, not really, but facet perfect, 5/5. I knew it. Now I just need the D-web. Now I just need the D-web for it to go in, right? Perfect D-web. In no time. Spirit Mask. 6 NATO? No. Lady Fire saying, feel bad for Switch players when they're stuck at players 4. Online Switch players. Yeah, I mean, Switch players, I mean, if you're on Switch, you can play single player and bump it up higher players count, right? But yeah. Is it die or level? I don't know. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter to me at all because I never ever die, so... Honestly, I die way more often than I level up, so... I never die, and then once you're 99, you never level up again, so it doesn't affect anything, right? Am I right? Grief with the minus poison res legendary, right? Legendary 5/5 facet there. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing here. 446. Remember where I found my Tal's armor? This particular one? I know I got one off of Mephisto. I forget if it was a TZ'd one or not. But I find Tal's armors just like all the time. I don't know why. I'm surprised I didn't just drop one, actually. On single player here, I've found a couple of, like a few, like probably 3 of them now already. On Reign of the Warlock. Basiro said you found Geeds finally after 15 Sundays. Wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Luckily on single player here, I was playing in the first season of Reign of the Warlock, so I found like 8 Geeds Grand Chimes. So, and actually since Reign of the Warlock here on single player, I think I've found at least 1. I think it was 2. Not that it's good or bad, I guess, but Geeds Grand Chimes. Or Geeds, I mean. Since Reign of the Warlock, the newest patch where they changed it up. I found almost the same number of Geeds as I have Sundays, which is not how it should go, but... Well, I mean, it's how it should go. I think anyways, but it's not how it's programmed to even out. You know what I mean? Ooh, a lot of might going on around here. I don't like when there's this much might going on everywhere. Good God. Come on, Andaro. She gets stuck behind so many monsters that are all might and immune to fire. Come on. Drop a... No high runes off these other guys? Come on. All these monsters drop nothing? Get out of here. Any GG drops yet? Oh, yeah. Chester got his first Sunder. Nice. Congratulations. Yeah, before the next season, I need to go farm, like... I need to just go seal pop Diablo for, like, 40 minutes. Or, like, a couple hours straight and get enough statues to go farm a bazillion jewels. Yeah, the poison facet probably the best so far, right? 5/5 facet, I guess. I mean, I did get those Drax early on and stuff. Merc dead again. Yeah, bum. I can't even hold his own. You missed the end of the world record Druid run? Yeah. I did Act 5 off stream, so. I didn't die a single time, and I did it in 3 minutes, so. Allegedly. Another statue. Yeah, those statues are going to get turned down before next season, I guarantee that. Lady saying, every time you watch one of my videos, you find a Tails armor. Got that kind of luck, I guess. My Tails armor luck rubs off on you. I do find Tails armors just way all the time. Statues are crazy. Get them all to 99. The thing is I'm not going to get the Bale ones to 99 because, man, Bale running is so boring. Sitting and waiting for waves to drop all the time. Gross. Do you use JSP? I do. I used to just stick with Tradery, but then I ended up... Oh, I have 99 statues now. Okay, well. I used to try to stick to non-ones, but I would never, ever put real money into a video game like that. But I just trade my item for the forum gold and trade the forum gold for the items I need. And I never transfer any value between seasons. Good old diadem of the set variety, of course. First one, though, I guess, hey, at least the first one. So, knock it off the list anyways. But yeah, we don't need that. Maybe we could have kept it, but I'll find plenty of. Heart, congrats on the SOJ. PD2. Nobody talked about PD2, Marty. No one talked about that blasphemous mod for Diablo 2 that ruined the game. I'm not trolling, you're trolling. Chain boots. I know I've seen something else. I wanted to ID real quick. Printer Friday's still a thing. I mean, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I missed 2 Printer Fridays. Couldn't make it. They will be continuing when I have time to do it. And my daughter's dance recital all Friday night, and then I had something else some other day that I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think we did, it wasn't anything super important. I went out with some friends one night. Trust me, I want to do them too. These pesky friends and the pesky wife wants me to do stuff with them. Pesky. The worst Fridays of my entire life. Ah! You think I can just take a day off of work? I didn't even ask, did I? Yeah, I took the day off work. Didn't even ask all my bosses, which are you guys. And yeah, you guys are kind of, sort of my boss, sort of. You're all good, Ezra. All good. I get to play D2R instead of seeing my family. That's one way to word it. Yeah, you get to play D2R and you'd rather see your family. Well, yeah, well, I guess I don't pick up any of that stuff now. Double statue drop. Leave it on the ground because we're capped at 99 already. Man, that's going to be so miserable when I go farm these jewels because, boy, it's such boring content I'm have to go do to get these new jewels. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so miserable. Ogre axe, come on. 50. I'll check the blasphemous Grimmery. Oh, no, I gotta check that too. Great. Oh, yeah, my Merc's gonna die. Cruel Colossus Sword of Quickness. That's ethereal. Would be so giga chadness. No, one of Barb skills instead. I claim my wife is the breadwinner? No. I wish. I'm Employee of the Year. Thanks, Bastler. I'm Employee of the Year. Yeah, this is totally like a reverse company, isn't it? There's thousands of bosses and one employee.
Donated $19.99 through Super Chat.
Oh, Varthamus.
But we like watching your misery, so it'll actually be good content. Got for us.
Steel pillar. Interesting. This thing, no good. And Stone of Jordan. Oh. Thank you so much, Varthamus, for the $20 super chat. You like watching my misery? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Appreciate you once again. Crazy. Family is temporary. D2R is forever. Oh boy. Obviously joking jokesters. Joking jokesters. Buy stock in the Sweet Phil Corporation? Should. Going places. Oh, another facet. Let's go. Tal's Amy, of course. Okay. And unfortunately, I'm feeling 4-3 this time. Oh, I was going to say 5-4. And I changed my mind at the last second. I was gonna say, unfortunately, I feel 5-4. I didn't say it. Not a bad one though. Not a bad one. Boy, I was not even twisting your arm or whatever the saying is. I was legitimately gonna say 5-4. Dang it! I would have guessed 2 in a row. Hart got my luck apparently. SOJ, BK, and Mara's crazy. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, okay. Maybe we'll get a couple more runs in here, and then I gotta go grill up some burgers. Okay. Burgers for dinner. Statue, monarch. Grab the boots, I guess. Burgers! Yeah, I know. Kiddo loves burgers, so. Opinion on Abyss Warlock? I mean, it's pretty good, for sure. Being able to just drop abysses all over the place. Just blast magic damage. Like hammers, essentially. Except you can just drop it on their domes from across the map, and it sucks them in and stuns them. Yeah. It's pretty crazy powerful, yeah. Yep. Smash burger? No. Nope. Just regular old burgers. Nope. Smash burger, too much work. You just go to the store, buy a pre-made burger patties, so they're the exact same price as regular ground beef. They're not even more money for the already made into burgers for you. Take them out, throw them on the grill. Cook them till they're hockey pucks, pretty much. Okay, that part's a joke. But you gotta understand what I'm dealing with here too, of course. My daughter yells at me and complains, which, I mean, you don't just do whatever your kid tells you to do. Obviously, I'm a parent, you know. If I cook like chicken or something, she'd be like, "Oh, Dad, it's gross. The chicken's too juicy. It's like wet." I'm like, chicken's supposed to be juicy. It's all over. The juices are all like on my plate and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I got to deal with that. A moose burger? Interesting. Yeah, burgers by themselves, the way they are, burgers by themselves are just good. Yeah, you don't need to go too crazy with them. If you go crazy with it, you can make it 5% better, but like, is it worth the effort? Some will say yes. I do sometimes get a little crazier, but yeah, I mean, come on, you know. Favorite Warlock build right now? Oh boy, I don't know. Hard to say. I just played since the patch or whatever. I mean, I played mainly the tainted one, the tainted, the fire. I guess I've kind of tried them. I don't know. I guess I don't have a favorite. They're all like, all the Warlock builds are all like the most powerful builds in the games still. So, I don't know. Maybe they're not all like #1, but they're all like up there. Every single one of them. So is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off now. I'm surprised my daughter isn't marching downstairs right now. Usually she knows exactly when it's 5 o'clock, because that's when I start getting everything ready for dinner and start getting going. She's like, "Dad, get your butt in the kitchen. I'm hungry." I'm like, "Oh geez, kid. Okay." She doesn't really say that, but that might as well be what she's saying. But yeah, I'm gonna hop out here. But thank you all for joining me for the slaying with the druid, and then we picked up our sorceress for the TZ Andy. Got some good stuff. Decently good stuff. Appreciate y'all. I'll be back Wednesday for sure. Who knows? Maybe even tomorrow. I've been getting a little squirrely with my schedule. Just been streaming on random days, even when those are usually video days. But we'll see what I do this time. But yeah. For sure, Wednesday, probably, most likely, for sure, probably. But yeah, peace out, and keep slaying. Oh, yeah.